My name is Evan Anderson, and I'm here today to show you how to search for voter registration and information records in Douglas County, Kansas specifically. Now, before we begin, it's important to note that each county, state, and county authorities, they all have different processes on how to look up voter registration records, but most of the time it is the same procedure, and you will need the same things from county to county and state to state looking up voter registration and information records. Now, it's important to realize before we begin, why is voter information helpful when conducting research and beyond just conducting research? Some of the reasons are there's been an increased interest in voter fraud recently. Due to the COVID-19 outbreak, there has been a recent interest in mail-in voting, possibly for the November 2020 election. So voter registration records can show if somebody's registered, and then even after the election, they can show if they participated or not in the given election and whether they participated, in person at a ballot box or by mail. Voter ID has been a big topic as well. President Trump has been adamant on voter ID while some others are against it. And voter ID is important, and voter registrations can show if you're registered. They can show the name of the registered, where you're registered. So if there is a case of voter fraud going on, then you can realize if you look up a person, you can see if they're registered or not, or if they're using a fake fraudulent name. Also, there's been a lot of, like I said, public interest cases involving voter fraud, voter ID. You can look up by somebody's name and see if they are actually registered, and if they are registered, where they are registered, if they are voting, and their behavior as a voter in the United States and in their given county specifically. And then just the civic duty social aspect of it. Voting records and voter registration and public records, they are public information. They are in the public domain. So there's a pressure of civic duty where I can go on and see if my mom, my cousin, or my friend is voting, and if they're an active voter or a passive voter where they're registered but not really exercising their right to vote. You will need two main pieces of information when you're looking up voter information public records. First, you will need the first and the last name of the voter you are intending to research and look up. And then you will need their birthday. You will need the month they were born, the day they were born, and the year they were born in. It is important that you have the first and last name as long as the three parts of the birthday. Without the birthday specifically pertaining to Douglas County, you would be unable to look up the results without both their correct birthday and their first and last name. So to begin your search, you're going to want to go to the Douglas County website, which is douglascountykansas.org. When you get to the website, you're going to notice different sections up top. You're going to go over here to the departments page of the website in the top right corner. When you hit on the departments page, it will take you to a page that looks like this. You will then hit the county clerk. The county clerk is the one responsible, the department that deals with voter registration and voter information. You will navigate to that section of the webpage next. After you get to the county clerk's page of the website, you will scroll down and you will go to voting and elections. The American flag is an easy symbol. You can see it right away, and it will take you to the voting and elections records for residents of Douglas County, Kansas specifically. Now, this is important. This will only give you results of Douglas County, Kansas. It won't give you the state of Kansas. It will not give you any sort of information. Johnson County, no. This is specifically Douglas County, Kansas. When you get here, it will say voting and elections. When you get to this page, you're going to want to go to the voter information. It is the symbol with the one person and the check mark. That symbolizes if they are voted. It just symbolizes that will take you to the page with voter information. Now, you're going to want to start a brand new registration search. So upon clicking that, you will be taken to this page. This page is going to give you information. Please make sure you read the instructions and the disclaimers. And once you do that, you are going to want to type in their name. I will be doing my name as an example for the purpose of this search. Once you have those pieces of information, you will begin in search for the registration. So for the purpose of my own privacy, I will not actually show on screen what information does come up, but you will be given, as soon as you type in that last piece of information and hit the blue bar, you'll be taken to a page that lists all the information you could ever want. So some of the information you will see are residential and mailing addresses, which are important. Sometimes residential and mailing addresses are different, so that off the bat gives you 1 to 2 addresses to add to further your own research. You'll get a phone number, which is a nice contact information that can be verified across many other sources. Their party affiliation. So if you're looking into a specific person on a cause they're supporting or et cetera, you can see if they are registered as a Republican, a Democrat, an independent, or other. And you can also see the last election they participated in the precinct. The last election participated in is important too. It shows if they're, if someone's publicly saying they are an active voter, you can verify if that's true or not. And that can bring out some concern for lack of credibility depending on what comes up. You can also see their polling place, and the polling place would be obviously specific by voter and their location. And then what's a cool other additional thing is their sample ballot. You can see a sample ballot of the last election they voted in. So you can see what was actually on their ballot and what they had to choose from. And then the list of their elected officials you can see as well. So a lot of different information in one simple voter information search, as long as you have the birthday and the first and last name. So that is all. It is pretty easy to look up Douglas County voter registration and voter information records. As long as you know the name and the birthday, you will be easily able to find out information, not just if they voted, but you can also find out addresses. Addresses are an important part of what comes out of the search for research purposes. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please see the Be Credible textbook.